the next thing that we can discuss is how to access Revit or download it. Now, of course, if you're working within a larger organization, you're free to skip this section. This is more tailored towards students or sole proprietors who are learning. So to download Revit, to access Revit, of course, you just go to the Autodesk website or do a quick Google search and learn how to download it. Usually there's a ability to have a free trial, and if you're a student, you should have the ability to have a free download and to operate on this. If you're professional, the trial lasts for 30 days and only comes with the latest version of Revit. So if you're looking for an earlier version, you would have to subscribe or purchase Revit, and then you should have the ability to go in and download it. There's also the ability to access Revit LT. We're going to go through Revit the full version versus rather than LT, but you should be able to actually look at the different abilities of either. For Revit LT, it's just a much lighter version and is also very cheap relative to the full version of Revit. And essentially, it allows you to operate on basic architectural elements and data, whereas the full version of Revit gives you the ability to collaborate and also use MEP structural and other aspects of the traits that you may want to use in Revit. So as you see, there's variable in pricing and lots of other different abilities that you could go into this link to kind of check and see exactly what you would want to do. For me, I'm going to use a Revit student version since I have a lot of information on some of my other version of Revit. But the student version should give you the full capability as the full version of Revit. So that's pretty cool. Of course, you won't be able to use it for professional purposes. So we can also show you how to access the forums, and this is a very useful link. I will include in a note that if you have any question regarding anything in Revit, we can sort of go through this and click on any software you're using, which would be a Revit product, and then it'll take you to a forum where essentially every single question that has ever been asked is existing here. So definitely utilize this in addition to reaching out to us as you need to if you have any questions about this course. So when you go to download Revit, first make sure that you have the appropriate system requirements. It's outlined here on this page, and of course, if you want to work in the most recent version of Revit or Revit 2020 as of now, you would likely want to use Windows 10, and it could use Windows 7, but it's not fully supported. We want to make sure you have at least 8 GB of RAM, and of course, a really good graphics display card and enough disk space. Everything else is fairly standard in most machines. So when you download it, it should end up coming up with something that looks similar to this. And make sure that you check whichever versions you want. Checking the primary Autodesk Revit 2019 should give you the full version of Revit, and all the other add-ins are fairly useful, especially the content libraries and the image libraries for materials. I would highly recommend that. But again, if you're working within a large organization, this should already be deployed, and all you have to do is just wait for it to be finalized and updated, and then launch Revit.